The American Principles Project president and father of 6, Terry Schilling. Terry, it's great to have you on. I want to go over the numbers very quickly. 315 young people in this study between the ages of 12 and 20. They all got gender-affirming hormones. 2 committed suicide, 11 considered committing suicide, and 6 of them dropped out, and yet onward the study went. What do you think?
Well, Trace, thanks so much for having me. I've talked to dozens of experts across the country, and they're all honest. And the thing that makes them honest is that they acknowledge that there are no gold standard studies that show that gender-affirming care produces any positive influences or impacts on these kids. These are drugs that sterilize our children. The most popular drug, Lupron, is a puberty-blocking drug. It's been used historically to chemically castrate sex offenders. Right? This is not a scientific movement. It's a movement that it's really an industry where they're making money off of our confused children.
Yeah, and it's amazing because, you know, you see a lot of these young people come forward who transitioned or got very close to completing transition, and they come and they say, don't do it. Don't do it. Again and again, these warning flags go up, and yet you have schools and you have states and you have these industrial places that keep saying, oh, yeah, we are totally in favor of kids transitioning.
No, that's right. And just last week, there was a survey from the Department of Defense where they studied 1,000 people that had transitioned, and over 30% of them, Trace, had detransitioned, which means that they regretted their sex change procedure and went back to being the sex that they were born as. 30%. I mean, it's preposterous. These are sterilizing procedures that prevent you from ever being able to have children, and be able to have your own kids. It's so unconscionable. I can't believe we're allowing this to happen.
I want to put this up because this is the Hill taking kind of a swipe at Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, saying, quote, gender-affirming health care for both transgender youths and adults is heavily restricted in Florida, and the state under DeSantis has already adopted policies that prohibit minors from accessing care and prevent residents of all ages from using Medicaid to help pay for gender-affirming medical procedures. What DeSantis is saying is that young people need to get advice. They need to go through a process before they suddenly decide they're going to change genders, and the school's like, yep, good, we'll just hide it from your parents.
No, listen, let's be very clear. This is not gender-affirming care. These are sex change procedures, right? These permanently alter your body. They permanently mutilate you. They sterilize you. They prevent you from ever being able to have your own family of your own. This is all a propaganda campaign, and ultimately the transgender industry is over $2.1 billion a year, and that's just from the sex change procedure surgeries, and that's in 2022. So, look, this is a really bad movement, and they've got a ton of money to throw around here.
Yeah, it's a big industry, and it is a big problem. Terry Schilling, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.